everybody, welcome to another episode of What's Your Birthday Mashup. Today is August 10th, and I'm really excited to tell you what your birthday mashup is for those of you who celebrate. Happy birthday! Your birthday mashup for today is Wishlist from the Life of a Showgirl and Who's Afraid of Little Old Me from the Tortured Poets Department. But if you combine the two songs together, you will get Who's Afraid of Your Wishlist. I have to ask myself that question because why not? Why not the wish list and Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? Now, I want to get this straight. Wish list and Who's Afraid of Little Old Me are two different songs in different timings. First off, I want to start with Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. That's got to be my favorite song from the Tortured Poets Department. And one of the things that everyone has been thinking about is the similarities of Look What You Made Me Do. I thought it sounds like King of My Heart from Reputation. But if you listen to those belts from the song, Wishlist will have its own perspective, and Wishlist will have its final touch right after Who's Afraid. And Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, like a rock and roll belt. Wishlist, a power ballad containing a lot of things that people want, like Get It While It's Hot. Get It While It's Hot is about the people, what the people want in LA. Wishlist is all about getting the things that they want. And with that song, with the trap beats, people say, oh, it sounds like an old song from her early discography. I think it kind of sounds like Bedchem. And even though I hate short and sweet emails and Man's Best Friend, I think it has a better chance than Bedchem. Bedchem sucks. Nightcrawling had a better chance. Wishlist had a better chance. Bedchem is just generic. She's copying Ariana. And speaking of Bedchem, Wood is the next song from the Life of a Showgirl. And both of these songs have to do with the topic of sex. Yes, I said it. Sex is all about showgirls' life and relationships. And everyone has hated Wood since day one, which I will get to after the last day of Wishlist and the manuscript. But for now, let's get back to Who's Afraid of the Wishlist. I love Who's Afraid of... Like I said, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me is my favorite song from Tortured Poets. Wishlist is a highlight for everybody, including my sister. She thinks Wishlist is one of her favorites from Showgirl. The rest, she hates. She hates every single song, except for The Fate of Ophelia, which I've talked about since January, Elizabeth Taylor since February, Opalite ever since March. April, Father Figure. The rest for her is just boring. Eldest Daughter, Ruin the Friendship. Actually Romantic, Wood, canceled. She cringed about the Girl Boss lyrics. I haven't got to that yet. Honey and the title track. And come to think of it, my sister thinks the Tortured Poets had a better shot than Showgirl. She likes the heartbreak stuff. She likes the sadness, the romanticism. She hates it when celebrities are happy. She even likes everything that's more generic than honesty. I like honest storytelling. I like raw honesty. That's why I rather prefer that more than radio-friendly hits. Radio-friendly hits don't do justice for me. That's why I wanted to go for the indie singer-songwriter. The indie label, no boss, creative control, my own masters, without anyone stealing them. And I did mention on one of my shorts that I will be making another music video after my short film, which is called The 12 Crazy Weeks of Tech Expert. I am at week 10, and week 10 has gotten a lot worse for me. Since week 1, everything has gotten better. Week 1 was not that crazy. 2, first 4 weeks were not that crazy at all. 5, a little crazy. 5 through 8, a little crazy. Once week 9 hits, that's where the craziness continues. Yelling, screaming, smoking, hospital, you know? I hate to admit it, but the 12 crazy weeks of Tech Expert has gotten a lot worse. The mental breakdown, the heartbreak, me being yelled at. I'm getting sick and tired of this house, and I just want to leave. Oh, and by the way, this is episode 222. I don't have to count every time, right? Right. And it's okay to save some days just for, specials or anything in particular. I'll have more freedom as time goes by. Once the 12 crazy weeks of Tech Expert is over, I'll have the chance of getting myself some freedom. Like I finished 3 albums, 65 songs, 2 visual projects, 1 human being, and I had a lot of potential in myself, which is why this weekend I want to celebrate not only Danza Fest and Mayor's birthday, but the first song that I wrote a year ago, Hard to Reflect on Myself, that's the day I want to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Hard to Reflect on Myself this Saturday. It's not just a birthday celebration, it's an anniversary. I'm going to have 3 events in one. If you want to see that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe for the 3 events in one day. And remember, the Life of a Showgirl has 12 songs. The Tortured Poets Department has 31 songs. Everyone has a birthday mashup. What's yours? And that is how Boo sees it.